Not all server sites are legit, and if you're not careful, you can end up wasting hours of your time or even lose money. I have taken thousands of online surveys, and in this video I will show you 6 clear warning signs that a server site might be a scam, so you can focus only on the ones that actually pay and are worth your time. In case you don't know, my name is Michael. I have tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, including hundreds of different paid service sites. And I have come across a lot of great ones that actually do pay, but also some really weird scams and crazy scams. And I've heard from a lot of you who have also been scammed. So therefore I wanted to record this video where I show the top 6 signs a service site is one you should just completely stay away from. And at the end, I will also share a little bit more about how you can find the best legit ones. But for now, let's start talking about sign number 1. So sign number 1, a service site is a scam, is that it costs money to join. Any legit service site where you can earn by sharing your opinion is completely free. And it's not only free to join, it is also free to use. So if they suddenly later introduce some kind of administration fee or whatever, it will be a scam. You should not pay a service site to participate. They should pay you because you're providing data. They need this feedback. So that's the first very important sign. Number 2 is it promises to teach you some kind of secret. This is usually not as such the service site themselves. This can be some kind of person that tries to take money from you to teach the secret to make hundreds of dollars with paid service per day. There is not as such a secret to take paid surveys. It's just about being honest and sharing your honest opinion. There are some methods and tips you can use to qualify for more service to get the most out of it and take them the most efficient. I also do have an article on my website about how to take service faster, but in a legit way. I will share that below. But in general, if you come across anyone that promises this secret to become rich with surveys, that's definitely a clear sign that it's something you should stay away from. Which brings me to number 3 warning sign. The third warning sign is if a service site promises you can become rich or make a full-time income by taking paid service. I see sites very often where they promise you can earn $100 per day or $500 per day. That is just not realistic. In the countries where you have the most surveys available, the highest paying ones, maybe if you put in a lot of time and effort and combine it with some other free online earning method, you can reach $100 to $1,000. That's realistic in a few countries, but in many countries you will struggle to maybe make $300 to $500, and in other countries it'll be hard to even earn $100 per month. So if someone promises you or a site promises you this and you just join and you just see the money piling up, it is a scam. You will never actually be able to take out that money. The fourth warning sign is if you are forced to invite others. You will see this from these scams usually that pay you a lot for the surveys or the tasks you initially do, and then they say that, oh, but to cash out this huge amount, maybe you earned $300 in just, an hour or 10 minutes even sometimes. You just need to invite 5 friends or so. No legit service site will ever force you to invite others. Most service sites have a referral program where you can get paid a commission if you invite others, but they will never force you to do it. Any service site that says you have to invite others before you will pay you, that's a clear scam. I have tested hundreds of service sites and never come across a legit site that has this as a requirement. We now only have 2 more scam signs to go over, and it would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video because it can help it to be seen by more people, and I would definitely appreciate that support. The fifth sign I wanted to talk about is a high payout threshold. That means how much do you need to earn before you can take out your money. There are some service sites that allow you to take out your earnings when you've earned already $1, $5, $10. Sometimes maybe you have to earn 15, 20, 25, but very, very rarely it is higher than that. I have only a few times seen it being higher than $25 or $30, and usually those sites are not sites that I use or recommend. But if they say the payout threshold is $100, sometimes even $300 or so, it is a clear warning sign. Usually the sites that do this, these are also the ones that promise exaggerated earnings and that force you to invite others. But a high payout threshold like that, definitely a big red flag. The last warning sign I want to talk about is extra requirements are added later. So what does that mean? That means you join, you start taking surveys, and then suddenly they say, oh, but to take out your earnings when you get closer, then you also need to do this type of tasks, or you also need to invite others, for example, or you need to do this, or you need to pay an administration fee. All these extra things you suddenly need to do. It's very normal that they will ask you to verify your identity. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a scam, because legit service sites, they see a lot of fraud, so that aspect of it is actually very normal. You need to be aware of that, so just wanted to clarify that. But all these extra weird requirements, that's definitely something you need to be careful of. So all these things together, you can look at them, put it together, and then you can easily spot which service sites are the ones to stay away from. But what about the legit ones? How do you find the best of those? Let me just quickly go over that also. If you want to find legit service sites, one of the most important things is to also find the ones that are best for your country, because the ones that are best in one country is not necessarily the best in another. So I've actually spent a lot of time building out manual lists for a bunch of different countries. You can see it here on my website. I'll also leave a link to that below. You can just come here and choose your country. I also spend continuously a lot of effort keeping them updated, removing sites if they're not worth it anymore, adding new ones when I test new ones that are worth adding. So if you want to find some that are, in my opinion, the best legit sites, then you can check that out through the link below. Also, I do have a written article about how to spot service scams on my website. There I've actually added a few more points, extra details you can look for, so you can also check that out. I'll also leave a link to that below. And if you have any experiences with service scams yourself, please share below what you have experienced. And also, if you have any questions, just ask and I will make sure to get back to you. And if the video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time or release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.